Allisine Stitchin' here. Allison. I am so excited to get these quilts. I think they are 71 by 84 each. They're 12.5-inch blocks with 2.5-inch sashings, and I'm delighted to be able to gift them to my dear friend Tammy's granddaughters, Adeline and Evelyn. Adeline wanted teal and pink, and Evelyn wanted purple and light blue. And I do believe they each got mostly that. So there you go. I am also a pile of acquisitions and magazines and fabric collections. So let's see. I'll share those with you. And then I'll finish by sharing with you the big send that I'm gonna run to the post office this afternoon and make. In the mail, I got the punch needle and primitive stitcher, and I marked a few places that I just loved. I'm not a punch needleist, are you? But I do love this Sweet Spring bird nest. Very kind, very nice. And I enjoyed this Home Is by Nerdin Camber of Twin Peak Primitives. Darling. And then the third one that struck my attention, captured my attention, is Strawberry Sewing Set by Simona Busalingari of Mani di Donna Designs. And I'm sure I just wrecked that pronunciation. So a needle case, and then they even had a pillow. Darling. So that's a winner. Magazine delivery for me. I received my Stitchy box. They sent Fiber on a Whim. I think it's Morterites, and 8 yards of candy apple silk floss. Beautiful. 36 count. Beautiful. A while back, not super recently, it's been here a bit, but I got the Sashiko 365 book that has a little bit of everything Sashiko for you to, give a whirl to on the daily. And I also, from Amazon, picked up this Sashiko thread kit. So I have no excuses now. I just got to find some fabric to do that in. Alrighty, my March Marketplace acquisitions are, let's see, I've got 2 of these stuck inside one another. I don't know why, but from, maybe I wanted that fabric. Anyway, let's see. I've got Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitching, A Stitcher's Rules, and I dedicated this, I think it's Ancient, that I got from 123 Stitch, 18 count Ada to do that with. And then, oh, I know why I stuck this in here. This is Poutini, the Strawberry Alphabet Sampler. I have enough of that Ancient Ada to get both projects lined up. That's why they're stuck together. I got Hello Liz Matthews, Sweetheart, and I did order what it said was the model stitch. It is so blue. I don't know what's going on. Pistachio in my eyes here is very green. Interesting. So AI had its way, I feel like, with that photo. I got from Siren Stitchworks Patriotic Biscornu. And the biggie here,
Mirabilia's Lady of the Flag.
I made copies and carefully got this all lined up. I'm a nut that likes to blow stuff up so that I can color on it. I plan on doing it on, picture this plus ancient, but then I have since changed my mind and I am going to work it on 16 count country French latte. Stitched Modern is where I got it online. I didn't want, after all, the gray markings. Show you what I was talking about here. I didn't want my Lady of the Flag to be on what looked like maybe dirty markings, so I'll do those more homely pieces on that and work her on this. I think that's going to be the deal. Very nice. Okay, and then you know how you're on Facebook or Instagram or Amazon was this one, embroidered flag. Should be fun. And then this one I'm pretty sure was on Facebook, and I got that. Very much like one I am already working through, and that is Erin Elizabeth's. I don't know so why I needed another American flag. This one's so fun, and I am getting through it. Isn't that pretty? So why I needed this one as well, who knows? But they are fun. You do get kind of in a zone with a color thread and work your way across nicely. Then, at the campground in the Stitchy tent, I was called one afternoon, almost evening, by four younger kids who had a clipboard, and the young lady had a set of rocks she had painted in her hands and said, "Would you like art? I have art." And she had done a nice job painting rocks. And I said, "Oh, I don't know which one to choose. They are all so sweet. Which one should I have?" And she gifted me one that was about this size, flat rock with, you know, obviously smooth sides on the edge. She had a sun on one side with a maroon sky, red skies, in sailor's eyes. It was a yellow sun, golden sun on a maroon background, and on the other side there was a little saying, and I will wait to post this until I can get back to the trailer and find that stone and share with you her artwork.
And here it is, my little sunshine on a maroon background. You found me. You are a sun in my heart.
Then the young man, one of the young men, little boys, had a clipboard, and he said, "I want to do art for you. What do you like?" And I said, "Ooh, how about if you had your favorite blanket, if it's a quilt on your bed, what would it look like? What would be your dream quilt?" And they said, "Okay, we'll be back." And they left and came back maybe 45 minutes later and gifted me this. What an inspiration.
Check this out. It can be made. Yes, it can. Reds, blues, lavenders, and hourglass black and white.
All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3.
And finally, I am about to, as I said, go to the post office and gift these out, and I hope they're going to love them. This quilt came from a sale this last summer from Connecting Threads, and it was a lap quilt kit that was on a deep good sale. So I bought 2 of them and I put them together, and there are 30 blocks. But because I had so many, I was able to make Miss Josephine one for Christmas, a small one. And then this one, I worked like crazy and searched. Here are my plans, what I was going to do with all of those extras. I searched the internet for free heart block patterns, and I came up with all of these. So Amy Smart, and I believe I did 3, 4 of each. These are my corners. Here's one from one of my quilt books. Easy Greasy. I loved this one, so sweet. It is from Quick Heart Block Tutorial on Blueprint from Craftsy. Yay, that one's a sweet one. Crafty Quilter, I got this one. This one, I think I had to blow it up because I think it was an 8.5, so I used paper piecing. And this one, this is from Generations Quilt Patterns. That was definitely paper pieced, and I drew it up myself. And then from Generations Quilt Patterns, Woven Heart Quilt Block. Love that one too. And then finally, a Scrappy Log Cabin Heart Block Quilt by Neverland Stitches. That was a whole. So I used all of those and created this. Let me take you out front and share with you my layout.
Light up the night. Electric hearts in a city so bright. We're chasing dreams through pixel streams, dancing shadows under glowing beams. Let the rhythm take control. Feel the beat, ignite your soul. Colors flash, they paint the air. Hold the moment, nothing compares.
We're going off to North Carolina. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I had some neighbors walking by, admire my work. That was fun. I love doing these heart blocks. They each have their own personality. And the Blooming Meadows by Connecting Threads, there's one dark block and one light block, and they were so fun to do. A bit of a repetitious grind, but it got done so fast, and I really enjoyed ironing each of those flat. Very fun. And then the quilt pattern that Laura Lynn allowed me to select, I feel like really made these stand out. Oh, my cornerstones on the heart quilt are a late addition, an iron-on patch which I sewed down. Little hinky, but I think they'll do the job. Visually, they're super nice. Here's my backing. I needed to extend it out a little bit, so I added a green strip down the middle. And then the backing on the Blooming Meadow really makes that stand out.
So thank you for joining me. I appreciate you for stopping by. I love what Laura Lynn was able to do up for me. We have lovely pink thread on this one and lovely blue on this one. So this is swirls and this is tumbling curls. They worked out beautifully. I love it, and I hope they will too. Finally, yesterday, before we came home on our day off, I was on the search for those beautiful students, and my goodness, they had already pulled out, but I thought, oh, I could have given them, I had a bag of scraps in my car of portions of strips put together and swirls. I would have loved to have gifted them those to make capes for their GI Joes or bookmarks or something, just to share with them, since they were those kids were so kind and on it. They said they were like cousins. Their moms, who they're camping with, their moms have been best friends forever, since their youth, and it was wonderful. We had Bowden, Roxanne, Noah, and Elijah, who went by Eli. So there you go. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, and wish me luck. I have had my nose to the grindstone on just certain projects that have to get done before May. Yes, 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 and they will. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye. Last weekend, they were setting up for the first wedding in the cottage for the year. Walking Mr. Duke, Eric talking to our fellow camp host, and here goes the top of the tree. That's it. I guess it's growing into the sewer line. It's been a real problem, this tree. I think it's about 80 years old. Giving it that last cut.
There she goes. That's it.
There you go. Plenty of eucalyptuses in the yard. Got the quilts here from Laura Lynn. So excited. Got them back home, put the binding on them, and got them labeled. On the counter, I finished up this Sewers Club, which has since closed, a bag that was almost finished. I just need to get one of the linings, because you can have it either way with the pockets inside or outside. Here, if you have the pockets on the inside, you have a smooth outer, and I need to get that turn place on the side here blind stitched shut. Yes, sirree. I really like the fabrics that they sent. I'm sure that was like a February box. Super cute little book bag. There you go. And then, ladies and gentlemen, this girl finished her April 2026 Fox and Rabbit Mystery Stitch. Here it is. It's a very cool wave looking stitch. My blue and my ivory. Up close and personal here. Loved it. Stitching away while I was watching reviews of the World Ice Skating Competition. Thank you.